Hello, everyone. My name is Andranalin, the Bazooka Prophet CEO, Andranalin Tutorial online platform, uh, a platform that has helped a lot of students master chemistry and physics. Now, today we're going to be talking about a different aspect of chemistry, which is talking about drug abuse. Drug abuse. Now, this is one aspect of chemistry or this one aspect I actually want to discuss among our youths of today. Now, we should understand that a little drug, right, that is taken into the system could control your brain, not only destroy your brain, also destroy your future, and also may even lead to the taking of lives. So today we're going to employ the use of science to actually talk about the devastating effects of drugs on our youth worldwide. But before then, we'll talk about the definition of what we call drugs. Now, according to some recent journals, they define drugs as chemical substances that interferes with the body normal function. They interfere with the body normal function. Stimulants like cocaine speed up brain activity, while depressants like alcohol tend to slow down the human brain. Is that clear now? Tend to slow down the human brain. But what happens when the brain becomes so dependent on these drugs? What happens? We've talked about that drugs are chemical substances that interferes with the body normal functions. That two-thirds of our youths are into drugs. They will start from a very small drug and they become so addicted and always crave for it. Now, this is not about spirituality now. This is about we as a youth in our society. Many homes, many youths have been crumbled, have been reduced to nothing, all in the aim of feeling among their friends. If you get to many campuses in Africa, or even outside the world, drugs have become a normal abused among our youths. And it has already eaten deep into them. Now, we should understand that drugs hijack the brain reward system, making you crave for more. You see, some persons they tend to crave a little drug that they started with. They started craving for it. It is this craving for it that makes them so addicted to it, and at the end of the day, they begin to battle with. We have seen a lot of celebrities, a lot of artists who sometimes we want to cure depression, we tune into drugs. I was with one of my beloved prof today, and he was telling me, he said, when will you do a video on drug abuse? If you get to many campuses, two-thirds of the students are suffering from drug abuse. When they have little issue, they feel that the only way for them to actually become normal is when they take drug, not knowing that there is a way that seems right, but the end thereof is destruction. Again, we should also understand that over 35, from my statistics here, that over 35 million people worldwide suffer from drug addiction. Among the youth, peer pressure, stress, and social media influence increase the risk. When you check our social media today, two-thirds of the so-called celebrity, two-thirds of the so-called artists are into drug abuse and iniquity. They who ought to be an ambassador, they who ought to be a follower or people that we see as a leader, we now see them, we think these people as we find them so much that whatsoever they do, we want to imitate their dress code, their lifestyle, that it has come to our daylight that people even cut drugs. The question now is, when the young ones who have seen these people who are now successful doing this drug, how do we actually want them, or how do they actually influence our life? We have peer pressure. Some people will go through a little stress. To them, the only way they can cure this stress is through drug abuse, is through taking of drugs. They want to be among. And that is a problem, because the brain has so many multifunction, and it is what you direct your brain to, it is what your brain is directed to, that is the result it gives to you. And the result of what your brain gives to you, when not properly directed to the right use, can lead to disaster. Is that clear? Again, we should also understand that many young people, we always start with soft drugs, right? Like starting from painkillers, thinking that they are safe. But these chemicals are just the gateway to more dangerous substances. They lead, in fact, they are the pathway to the early grave. So many of our university students are into drugs. So many of them. 90% of our university students are into drugs. They feel that it is by them taking these drugs that will make their pain go away, not knowing that they are adding more salt to their injury. My dear friends, I'm using this medium to canvas for our youth not to engage in drug abuse. It will start small. You will start taking it little by little. Before you know, you become so deep into it without you realizing. Before you realize what you have done to yourself, you are already gone. Go to many psychiatric hospitals today. It is youths who are wallowing in destructions. My dear friends, when you are going through stress or going through emotional disaster, or you are going through one phase of your life or the other, know that tough people don't, tough situations don't last. Tough people do. It is not by you. It's that there are some students today, if they want to read for a very long time, they feel it is by them taking igbo or cocaine or colos that will make them to be among. No, that life is not meant for you, young man. And for you who is watching me right now, and you are about going to that path, or you are just watching me right now, and you are into it, and you're asking yourself, how can I stop? It is very simple. You can stop, and for you to stop, you must be aware of the danger of it. Even though I know it will not be easy, you can talk to someone. You can talk to someone. You can also pray for God's help. You can go to a therapist where they can correct all these menace in you. I say to you today, say no to drugs. And remember humble self and Adrenaline the Bazooka Prophet. Thank you and God bless you. Kudos.